Hello, Darthvegan here, back with another episode of Derail Valley. We are here in the the machine factory and town, and we just picked up a couple of loads we're going to take back down to the harbor. We have some tanks, some empty cars from the military base, and then we have some new cars for the harbor. And so we're going to be taking all of those loads. There wasn't much to take down to the old harbor today for some reason, but that's okay. We can go ahead and just take note of what we got here. We got this load of new cars to the harbor and town for 40,000. It's 270 tons, 108 meters. Then we have the empty cars, 50 meters, 33 tons, 7,000. It's not much worth taking, but it's something, and we're on our way anyway, so we might as well take it. And then another 50 meters, 156 tons of tanks, another 40,000. Should be an easy run. I don't anticipate any problems. So we got basically a 200 meter train. We'll call it 250 with all of our engines on there. And about 500 tons. Technically, I think just the DH4 could handle it, but I'll shut him down and just let the big boy handle it. He's more fuel efficient, so we'll let him go ahead and handle it. And let's see, I think we are ready. I've got the DE6s prepped already at the edge of town, so we'll just go ahead and fire this guy up. Go. Get him headed towards the parked DE6s. At least I hope they're still parked. I had one incident where I parked them on the edge of the machine factory, got my train all prepped, and I guess I had released the handbrake and it rolled down the hill all the way to City West. Oh man, good times. That was all off camera, but you know, it happened. Still counts. Cost me a pretty penny in repairs, that little adventure did. Alright, so what are we up to now? We're up to $611,000. So we're getting on up there. When am I gonna quit this career save? I don't know. Maybe when we reach 1 million? The problem is going to be, it probably won't take us very long, because I don't anticipate having a lot of large expenditures unless I really screw up. Because now that we're using our own engines, we don't have to pay a bunch of fees. You know, we just have to pay for fuel and maintenance. And that's not that expensive. So, uh-oh. Where's my DE6s? Okay, whew, I panicked. But just right, I failed my panic check. Okay, there we go. It's there. I did off camera go ahead and refuel and repair all of the engines. So you can see I've done a little shunting with this guy, so he's got some fuel used up, but overall I think it's going to be fine. It should last us for a couple of trips at least. Trip down to the harbor, maybe a trip somewhere else, and then we'll probably have to refuel again somewhere. But the DE6 is pretty fuel efficient compared to the DH4, or so I've been told. Alright, let's go ahead and... Ah! That didn't work, did it? This is what I was trying to do, get up here. Alright. Slow her on down, Johnny. We're not going to fire up that second DE6. We're just going to run one of them. And we'll turn these lights off too. They're really bright. Kind of need them when it's dusky, but not so much in the bright light. Go. Let's just let her coast on down. Funk. Alright. Got her set. Very nice. That. Come in here. And we're gonna kill it. Open this up. Make sure all that's set. That's all good. Okay. All that's all good. Okay. We're gonna come in here. We're gonna make sure all these brakes are off. There we go. When you sleep at night, it turns all the brakes on. Okay, I already turned that one off apparently. Oh, hello. He's already starting to roll. Okay. Let's get everything set first. Hello? Alright. Why aren't you working? Well, let's just go ahead and turn the brake off and then we'll get her fired up. Alright. Wrong door. Alright. Fire up the old DE6. He's ready. Cut off on. Reverser on. Throttle on. And this guy goes onto the charger. Okay. And we're off. Let's set this to about 350. It's already set. Wow, isn't that nice? Okay. We're on our way. I'm going to turn the throttle off because we're going to be coasting into the coal power plant here. Let's make sure we got all of our points set. We want to stay to the right here. We're going to go left. And then here we're going to go to the right here and then back to the left there. We'll follow that little guy right on down the line. Alright, 60. Speed limit here. Going on up to 80. As we go downhill, good, okay. Let's continue to set our path here, turn right, and then left on into. I think we're all set. Forward everything. Okay. Very good. Oops. City West, let's make sure we have that set. Got to turn off those lights on the H4. Go right. Uh-oh. Okay, we're fine. Got a little going a little fast there. I think we're alright. Okay. That's scary. I hear air leaking, so that makes me worried I might have derailed somebody back there. It's rolling downhill. Alright, can I please check the... Oh, this is awful. I'm gonna have to get this fixed. This ain't working. Alright, let's turn this off. There we go. There we go. Fantastic. Okay, we are coming up on City South already. Dang. We want to go to the right, left, up here. And we're going to be going 30 on this curve, so I better hit some brake. There we go. Alright, fantastic. Now I could stop here and see if there's any jobs to take to the harbor, but nah. We'll just go with what we got here. Try to get that time bonus. Alright, let's go ahead and start the tracker. Get us through City South, and then we'll, City West. And then we'll keep going. The thing about this DE6 is that the acceleration is really slow on it, but once you get going, it's a house. Alright, we should be clear of the 30-kilometer zone of City West, so I'm going to start building up some speed here. Let's just see where we're at. We just passed this junction. We're going to go right here and then left. So our next turn will be right and then left, if I have my points set correctly. Stay below 50 if we can. Okay, turning right. And what is the speed limit to the right? Please let me know. Negative 50, okay. And then an immediate left. Good. Switch is set. It should be a pretty gentle left, so probably 50 there as well. I don't want to make too many assumptions. It's a little bit of a severe left. Yeah, 30. Timer on that. Get through that junction. All right. Goes through that conjunction junction. What's your function? Let's see how well my distance tracking did. Alright, looks like the cars are passing through right now. And yeah, gave myself just a little bit of cushion, but that's good. More cushion for the pushing. Let's go. Oh, we are going up a hill for sure. I got plenty of power though, so should be no problem. If I absolutely had to, I could start up one of the other engines, but I don't think we'll have to. It'll be just fine. Alright, we are coming up on a downhill track here, so I'm going to start slowing down a little bit as we roll on down this hill. Speed limit is 50 here, so I better track it, but that should be fine. Short path. And back to the left, 70. Also should be fine. Alright. No worries. We're cruising. We're just coasting on down there. Look at the fuel I've used. Almost nothing. Fantastic. And that was after that little climb that I had to do. But yeah, this is great. I got some speed decreases coming up ahead, so I'm going to go ahead and cut my throttle back and get ready to handle those. There's probably a junction up here, I'm sure, soon. This is a straightaway, so we won't be getting too much speed built up, I don't think, but still. It says 80 here. Alright, I guess we're alright then. Back down to 70, okay. Alright. Junction up ahead. 6. We're under that, so we're good. Hopefully the junction itself isn't much lower. We are going a little uphill. Not much. Going to the right, which is correct. Let's see, 60 to the right, we're fine. We're fine. Let's start the timer regardless. And we're going downhill too, so I'll go ahead and kill my throttle. Let our speed take us downhill. Uh-oh. 40 up ahead. Dang, son. Way to throw us a curveball there. Throw some dynamic brake on. Good. There's 70. Let's go ahead and put our timer on that. Turn the brake off. See if we can coast through here. And then back up and back down to 60 again. Crazy. 40 may be my safe spot here. I'll be going 40 anyway soon. Technically I'd go 60 now, but I don't know. We'll give it a little bit of throttle. I have a feeling there's a 40 speed limit up here anyway. Oh yeah, there's a 50 right there. Can't remember this little stretch here. It's 40 or 50. It says 50, but we're already squeaking at 45, so I think it's alright. Exactly where we're at. Alright, coming up on the last junction here. Go ahead and hit some more dynamic brake. We're starting to pick up some speed. I think it's going to be 40 in this turn up here, so... Yes, it is. Okay. This is the turn into the harbor. After this, we'll be all downhill, 40 kilometers an hour into the harbor itself here. There it is. There she blows. Alright, we'll drop our military stuff off there at the military base first. And then we'll head on over and drop the rest off. Don't let that 60 fool you there. There's a 40 right up here. Yeah, barely the length of the train. Alright, let's just make sure we have everything set here. Coming into the harbor, we're going to go left, and then we're going to back right into the yard, which is the military base. Alright, we're going to pass on through this junction here. I know you're saying, well, don't you need to go to the right? Yes, I do, but not head first. Okay, so we're going to time it when we go past this junction, which is going to be where we will need to back into the military base. So, mark. And then I'm just going to turn this DE6 off, and we're going to use our DH4 once again for all the shunting. Alright. Go ahead and try hitting some brakes. We're almost there. Alright. I think we're past it. Yes. Are we? Yes. Yes, we are. Okay, let's go ahead and kill that. Pick up this. And come over here. Undo that guy. What's your problem? You got sander on. What the heck? How'd that happen? We used half a tank of sand from something. That's weird. Must hit a button accidentally. Okay. That's really weird. Okay. So let's switch this switch to the left, and we're going to go backwards. Alright, I think I've got the points in the military base set for these empty cars first. So, let's just double check that. 3S, so I'm going to go left, then right, then right. Okay. That'll be 3S, which is these guys. Empty cars. We'll pop them in, pop the tanks in, then we'll go drop the cars off, which go to E9I. Easy. E9I. I guess I could, excuse me, I guess I could go ahead and buy the next military license. I think it's 300,000. I forgot I didn't have that license yet, so I could buy that, That will give me some more jobs I could do. Oh, are you serious? There's cars in 3S already. Ugh. Worst. Hopefully these 3 cars can fit. I'm gonna have to give these other guys a little push. Don't have just a heck of a lot of room. More missiles. I don't think I have to push them at all. We'll all fit in here. Happy as little lambs. Yep, okay. Good. Mark that. Done. Alright, let's going back forward. Unfortunately, it has to go quite a ways to get that switches that go into this B yard here. B7I. B7I, B, to the right, then the left. Right into B7I. Alright, here we are in 7I, getting our tanks prepped, the big boys. Alright. Handbrakes on. There we go. Go ahead and start heading out. I'll turn these 2 jobs in while we roll forward here. Don't get going too fast because we're going to have to meet back up with the DE6s up ahead. I don't want to smash into them while I'm turning these jobs in, but this should be fine. Take me just a moment. Turn these jobs in. I'll let him roll on by here. Alright, great. 57,000 and 11,000. Not bad for empty cars. Alright, not bad at all. Now we just need to go to E9I. Alright. Should be her all left. They are. E9I. Right, right, right. Right, and then left. Alright, we're all set. If these D6s weren't in the way, we just blast on through here. But that's where I left them, so. Should have let them coast on into the sea yard so they'd be out of my way. But I didn't plan ahead, did I? So 70,000 for the military load. That's not bad. We'll get another 70 or so for this car delivery. Now the I yards should be empty, so should be no problem there. I'm gonna go ahead and hop up here so I can right up front and make sure I can see if there's any problems up ahead. Alright, E9I is indeed empty. Lots of cargo to be moved out of the E-yard, looks like. Some different types of containers. Liquid containers, gas containers, solid, scrap, trailers, all kinds of stuff. We'll see what we got. We know there's a couple of good missions going up to the military base. So maybe we'll do something like that. Or maybe we'll do something we don't normally do, like go to the Sawmill or something. Yeah, that might be fun. Alright, roll on into 9i there, please. Alright, fantastic. I'm gonna go turn this job in. I'll see you guys in just a second. Alright, we are here. Turn that in. We got a delicious 59,000. Fantastic. Now we're up to 739,000. Let's just take a look at our fees. Now, unfortunately, we will have a few fees here that we have to pay. I will go ahead and pay them just because these are the. That's the. I believe that's the extra DE6 there, and then whatever I used of the DH4. That's fine. All right, let's take a look at our licenses. What do we need? What's the only ones that we don't have? We don't have military 3, which is 400,000, and hazmat 3, which is 290,000. So we need 690,000, which we've got. I don't know if we want to take both now. I think one doesn't really do us much good without the other. I could go unload this for an extra 25,000. That's not bad. Let's just take a look and see what jobs we've got besides shunting. Where are these jobs going on? The Sawmill. We don't go there very often. That's not a very profitable job, but we could probably do it and make some good money if we combine it with enough other jobs. There's a steel mill job. Back to the factory in town, which is not bad. Not bad at all. And then another goods factory in town. Not bad. What we got here? Coal power plant. Ooh. That could go back up there. City West. Oh. Yeah, well, we can string together quite the job here. Food factory in town. Food factory in town. This goes to the farm, so we could take it this way again. And goods factory in town, goods factory. We could just do the exact same run that we did last time. The goods factory in town, steel mill, farm, city west, machine factory, and then a coal power plant. So we'd add in some extra there. Yeah, pretty heavy train. But yeah, that might be fun. Look at this. This is 1,100 tons just by itself. Holy smokes. Yeah, let's do this. Let's do this next time. Yeah, this is gonna be a heck of a shunt, but oh my gosh, we'll make a lot of money off it. No time bonuses probably, but now if we didn't do these parts down here, no goods factory in town, no steel mill, no farm. If we just did City West, machine factory, and coal power plant, we could probably make just as much as if we did all of these with the time bonuses. No, not quite. Not quite. Could we do just the farm? Could we come from the harbor, go up through the farm? We did just the farm job. Yeah. Might do that. We might skip this part. Skip all that. So I don't know, that's good money though. That's 30, 60, 74, 90. It's $90,000 we'd be dropping. Whereas if we get the time bonus on these, that would pay, and that would be almost 90, wouldn't it? This is going to be 20,000, 14, so it's 34, 44, 66, not quite. Wouldn't quite get the same with the time bonus for these as if we did all of this, but a lot less shunting and stuff. Be a lot less shunting. I don't know. Or we could just do this food factory in town and whatever military jobs they've got over there. We didn't look at the military jobs. We'll make a decision. I'll do some calculations off camera and see if there's something I'd like to do. I might also do some of these shunting jobs because there's some pretty good ones here. Pretty good paying shunting jobs. Especially these ones that are... Oh, he's going back to the goods factory as well. That's going to be a well-paying job. That's a drop-off. That's pickups going to 4 south. Okay. Well, we'll see. Hope you enjoyed this episode. If you did, be sure and hit that like button, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.